on John Fear's 2018 Wizard World. I am with the myth, the man, the legend, the one and only Tom Cook. How we doing, sir?
There's no myth here.
Oh,
really?
There isn't? No, you are a legend, sir. Got a couple questions about Wizard World, a couple questions about the epic career. First of all, one of my favorite cartoons, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Epic, epic, epic cartoon.
Yeah.
How did you get involved with that project?
Who are you dressed up as?
Well, I just happened to be working at Filmation
Okay.
when they came up with the concept of Mattel and shopped it to our company, and so I just kind of fell into it.
Fell into it?
Now,
Okay.
we did have to take a test,
Yeah.
because even though I worked at the studio,
Yeah.
they wanted only the best animators to work on He-Man.
Gotcha.
So I
And of course they got Tom Cook.
had to come in and take a test for 8 hours
Wow.
and do a whole scene,
Nice.
and then they picked from those people.
Now, out of that test, what did you decide to do?
Well, they gave us all the same test.
Okay.
It was He-Man off in the distance, and he had to run towards the camera
Okay.
and get bigger, which is tough to begin with.
Yeah.
And then he had to draw his sword and swing at the camera.
Nice.
And so everybody did the same thing, and then they just numbered them, and then the director would say, okay, number 6, number 12.
Man, they liked yours.
That way they didn't pick their friends, you know. That way they.
Yeah. Now, question: out of the whole He-Man cast, what is your favorite character to animate?
Well, my favorite character was Orko.
Orko. He's pretty awesome.
Well, it was awesome because he was a little bit more cartoony, so you could do a little bit more fun stuff with him. But since he didn't have legs, I didn't have to make him walk.
Oh, it's awesome.
Float him everywhere.
Yeah.
So if you had to do so much work, footage is what we called it,
Yeah.
per week. And so if you got Orko scenes,
It was pretty easy.
yeah, you didn't have to worry about
Now,
it.
out of the whole thing, what is your favorite project, hands down, that you've ever done? He's looking it up, guys. There we are. There it
Thundar
is.
the Barbarian.
And why is that your favorite project?
Well, part of it was written a little bit more for older kids.
Okay.
But the biggest thing was Jack Kirby was one of the creators of the show.
Okay.
And Jack Kirby, of course, created Thor and Captain America and Iron Man and all that. Well, he was my hero. That's the reason I started drawing.
Oh, yeah.
So I got to meet him
That's
on
awesome.
the show. So
Now, in that little book, I saw, guys, everybody knows, all my fans know that I'm a big Ghostbuster fan. Tell me the experience of working on Ghostbusters.
now this is the original.
This is the original, not the real Ghostbusters. I've seen them both, guys, because I'm a fan of both. But it's in here. Give Mr. Cook a...
There we go.
Yeah. So, tell me about that experience working on that project.
Well, this, of course, was a live-action show back in the early 70s.
And then they turned into a cartoon.
And then what they did is that the people supposedly sold the company to their kids.
Yeah.
And they took over the cartoon.
Okay.
And at the same time, that's about the time when Dan Aykroyd wanted to do the movie.
Okay, yeah.
So they had to come to Filmation and buy the name Ghostbuster.
Gotcha.
So we sold it for a couple $100,000 so they could do their movie.
And it was just an epic project to work on?
Yeah. So, and this was the original one, and people always got it confused, didn't understand.
With the real Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I like both. I mean, of course,
Yeah.
I watched more of the real Ghostbusters because that's when I was born. And
from the movie.
Yeah. But
So-
I've never seen the original live action. So, did you ever watch it as a kid?
The original live action, this one?
Yeah, that one, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see it as a kid, but I saw it later on. It's actually out on DVD now.
I gotta get that, guys.
Yeah.
I must get that. That must be in the
It's
collection.
actually Forrest Tucker and what's the other guy's name? Larry Storch, who are in F Troop.
Okay.
You ever see F Troop?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, the two main guys.
I got a couple more questions now. If somebody out there was watching and they wanted to be an animator, what would be the best advice that you'd give them to start out?
All right, go to law school.
Okay.
Because there is no animation. It's all done overseas.
Yeah.
Nothing's drawn anymore. So
Gotcha.
that whole thing's gone. See, we used to use something, it was really weird. It was this piece of wood
Okay.
that had graphite clenched in it called a pencil.
Gotcha.
They don't use those anymore.
Old school. Old school.
Very old school.
Awesome. Question about Wizard World. What is the best booth that you've seen at Wizard World so far? Hands down.
The best booth?
I've been asking people all day this. I've gotten different responses from people.
I would say Stan Lee, but he couldn't make it.
He couldn't make it, guys.
Stan's my guy, you know.
He is an epic guy. But I heard on the news he's doing better. He's doing so don't fret anyone. He's doing good.
Well, one of my really good friends.
Okay.
It's Phil Ortiz.
Gotcha.
And he works on The Simpsons.
Yes.
So he actually did a picture of me as a Simpson character.
So that would probably be the best booth.
So that's
since he hooked you up with that.
It's probably the best booth.
Why do you think
Bob Camp?
Yeah, he's good too. He's good. Why do you think he keeps coming back? Why do you think people keep coming back to Wizard World? What makes it so epic?
I think there's so many different types of guests that each show you can find somebody else you want to buy from.
Yeah.
A lot of times I've done this show 4 or 5 times.
4 or 5 times. He's a pro.
But it's people come back and they go, well, I got Skeletor last time, and this time I want He-Man.
Yeah.
So they kind of build up their collection.
Gotcha. And I also think I've been hearing a lot. It's the atmosphere, it's the people. I've seen people like 4 or 5 years ago. We hang out every single year.
Yeah.
So it's the people, the atmosphere. What Tom was saying, guys. It's a little bit of everything. Well, I greatly appreciate this interview.
Thank you.
And this is interview part deuce because we did do an interview a couple years ago. So I appreciate the interview again. Any websites that you want to promote?
Well, my website's down right now because my technology is so old.
I gotcha.
They said you got to redo it.
Anything else that you want to promote?
You can find me on Facebook. At Tom Cook Animator.
Okay, Tom Cook Animator. Be sure to check that out, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to FearsMan26 on YouTube for this awesome interview. And we'll see you guys later.